Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On first down, it's Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Watson hands this to Foreman, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw on third down, Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And past the 30 down to about the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. The swing pass caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Zach Cunningham coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side, complete. It's Fuller. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Roth. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right, that run after catch.
Let's go!
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Watson on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Gun. 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 Green 19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will knot us up at 10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go.
On first down, they run with Howard. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A carry for Foreman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Foreman. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They'll put Fuller in motion right. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Let's go.
Watson. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. On first, they go right back to Howard. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On the give, running right is Howard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Looking to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Watch it now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
Well, this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go.
They'll put Fuller in motion right. Now a play fake here on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's Watson. Quick hitch, complete. It's Roth. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They run with Howard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
The Saints on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to feel that one knocked down hard at the 36. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, Watson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
Here's Watson to throw on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Green 39. Green 39.
A give to Howard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Watch tight. Tight end right. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Still fighting for more. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run again with Foreman. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. To throw is Watson.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Watson on first down. Escaping the... And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Third and long, it's Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right? And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On the toss, here's Foreman. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Hey. Got three. Three down. Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go with Howard again. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Here's Foreman. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
He's back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock...
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball is the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Second down following the run. Our first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Let's go!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra you know, that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They'll run with Foreman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. But now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Here we go!
Throwing now, Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go! Ryan 38! Let's run!
They'll put Fuller in motion right. Watson now to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go!
Now it's Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.